Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another community shout out. I know, I almost missed this month too. And I'm like, no, sit down and get it done. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into about 11 channels that I think you guys would probably really like. So stick with me here, this one's going to be fun. First off, what we're going to do is we're going to go over to Stampede Gaming. Now, I ran into him through some other friends. A lot of you guys on my channel already know Stampede. If you don't, he's a really fun streamer. He's a really nice guy. He has really been beating his head lately against like a lot of Zelda stuff. He's been doing like Altered Beast challenges and stuff like that with Captain Algebra. He's got a lot of really good content, and he's just a lot of fun to hang out with. His crowd is really good, and they're really friendly. So far, for the most part, from what I've seen, he primarily does a lot of streaming that I've caught. He does do some uploaded videos, but realistically, you really want to catch this guy when he's going live. If you haven't checked him out, I can't recommend him highly enough. Please check out Stampede Gaming. Next up on our list is one of the guys that's relatively new. I only met him a few days ago, but he certainly made an impression. And this is the Spoot Scoop. I think I pronounced that correctly. I'm very sorry if I butchered the name of your channel, my man. He's just now started getting into streaming. He's been doing some uploads. He's got a lot of different, interesting, varied content, and he's a really good friend of Jim Maxey, who's another guy that I've touted on my channel before, and I will keep recommending you guys to him until he is like, you know, way above me in subs, because he's just a really nice guy. But this guy's worth checking out. He's starting to get a streaming game together. He's got some good uploads. He's really into things like Ninja Turtles and comics and just all sorts of different geeky things. He's very fun to talk to on stream and a really interesting guy. So I recommend that you check out Spoot Scoop. Next one is Omega Ace Gaming. I cannot say enough nice about Omega Ace Gaming. This guy is fantastic. Now, I don't often catch his streams, because he's in an odd time zone for me. He tends to stream when it's afternoon for me. I think he's on the West Coast, meaning he's like an hour behind me even. But he is a super nice guy. He is very friendly. He is very good at games, and just a super fun place to hang out and check out some content. You could do far worse than to check out Omega Ace Gaming, guys. Give him a look and see what you think. Next up on our list, and another one that I kind of found relatively early on, well, actually not that long ago on Twitter, is Retro Rubbish. This guy's just funny. He does some great uploaded content. He doesn't really do a lot of streaming content. Matter of fact, I don't think I've ever seen him stream, but his uploaded content is very curated. It's very well edited. It's very funny. It's very lighthearted. He's just a guy that likes to play retro games, and much like many of us that have gotten older, he loves them. He's not necessarily very good at them, but he certainly is enthusiastic about the way he approaches them and has a great take on things. It's just a fun, lighthearted channel, and it is criminally undersubbed. If you guys can, go out and give some love to Retro Rubbish. Wow, I almost totally mispronounced that. Holy cow. And a Josh is passing through. Joshxzeroify is a very good streamer. He does a lot of RPG content. If you're the kind of person that likes to chill out and watch people do some RPGs and talk to them and just kind of go through things, this is his avatar that he uses when he's actually streaming. It's actually animated, which is a really cool touch. He has a really nice layout on his streams. He's very laid back. He's very friendly, and it's very easy to get along with. He's another great streamer. I can't recommend enough to you guys. Check him out if you haven't already. We're moving through these quick, guys. Next up is Thumb Brothers. I don't give a thumb. I love this guy. Thumb Brothers is very quickly becoming one of like my favorite people to kind of hang out in streams with. He's very big on doing and what he calls amateur and expert, where he has two different voices or personalities that go through the game, one which will do it at an expert level and show you like more of the tips and tricks, and one which will do the amateur perspective so that you can kind of learn the game along as he's explaining it to you in his own way. He's a really interesting guy. He's a very fun guy to hang out with, and you couldn't ask for a nicer person to hang out on your stream or for you to hang out on his stream. Now, he streams a lot on Twitch as well. He does have a Twitch channel. I do believe that's on here. I will endeavor to try to leave that in the description down below, along with all these other channels for you guys to check out. He does use a lot of puns. They are generally bad dad puns, and he does have a pun counter. I kid you not, there's literally a pun counter. It's awesome, guys. It's awesome. You guys really should check out Thumb Brothers. Super cool guy, super nice. You're gonna have a good time, I promise. Next up is Yugoslav Game Nerd. This guy's just super nice. Now, he doesn't always talk as much on his streams. He does play a lot of like 3D FPS type games, Doom 2, a lot of other things like that. I forget one of the ones, I think I caught him doing some Battlefield. It was a World War II shooter. I can't remember the name of it the other day. But he's done a lot of stuff. He's even done like Eternal Sonata, Skies of Arcadia, and a couple other things that he's done on his channel. You never really know what you're going to run into, but you know you're going to have a fun, chill stream to hang out with. His streams aren't always super populated, but he's usually pretty interactive with his crowd and really good about getting back to you and chatting back and forth with you while he's playing the game. And on top of that, he's just a really nice guy. You guys should really check him out if you can. Another one that I'm relatively new to is BrutallyHonestGamer. Now, I believe he's been around for a bit, but I hadn't really gotten to know him until more recently, and what I saw with him and Relic Gamer was a really good interactive dialogue, really good insight into consoles, where this one's going, where that one's going, where people are supporting things, where they're not, where they're falling down, this kind of thing, and made for a good active discussion. Now, he does have some other things like Food Fight and Ark Survival and things like that for you to check out, and tons of really good uploads. So I recommend that you give BrutallyHonestGamer a try and see what you think of his channel too. Now, here comes the last but not least one. I love Rez. Resvgam is probably like one of the best people that pops on to my stream. He's a super nice guy. He's very funny. He's got great talent for his streaming setup. Unfortunately, I don't feel like he does it enough. He's got a really good layout. He's got a really fun, kind of very British personality because, you know, he's British. And, or at least from Europe. I don't know if you're from Britain or not, Rez. You're going to have to tell me in the comments. I believe you are. Either way, it's a very fun time. He's a very cool guy. I wish he would do more on this channel. I wish he had more subs so he'd feel like he'd do more on this channel. He keeps telling me I'm not a very good streamer, but every time I've gone back and watched one of his streams, I've had a great time. I absolutely have had a blast. And I think, honestly, he deserves way more subs than he's got, because he's got a lot of good graphics, he's got a lot of good editing, he's got a lot of good takes on things, and he, honestly, you can tell he's having a good time when he's playing. And what more do you want from a streamer than somebody that interacts with you and is having a very good time? So, guys, that's my list for this month. I know this is a little bit more brief and a little bit less involved than what I've done in a lot of these in the past. I just want to try to get one of these out. Things have been very busy. I apologize this is so late. Hopefully you guys had a good time, and hopefully you guys had a few new channels that you found that you're going to enjoy. But until next time, guys, happy gaming.